New at 5, we now have more information on those school threats that were made against Quincy Public Schools last month. Charges have now been filed against a Quincy High School student, and they're both felonies. WGEM's Zeke Shapiro is here now to fill us in on what we know so far. Zeke?
The case was initially deemed extremely difficult to solve, but the Quincy Police Department, along with the FBI, tracked down the suspect accused of making several threats against several schools. The 2 counts against the unidentified minor are disorderly conduct, which is a Class 4 felony, and the most serious, falsely making a terrorist threat, which is a Class 1 felony. The latter carries a maximum time of 15 years behind bars if convicted.
It made everybody obviously nervous and worried, and we just can't have that. We can't allow that to take place, and that's why our office will take a zero tolerance policy in terms of somebody who makes this type of a threat, whether they intended it or not, and whether they meant anything by it or not. We're going to file these charges because the message has to be sent.
While details on the case are still scarce, a court date has been scheduled, although it hasn't been announced yet. First Assistant State's Attorney Todd Eiler tells me he has spoken with the minor. The student says the threats were not credible, and this will be a, quote, learning experience for them. Daniel?
All right, thank you, Zeke. And Eiler also explained the suspect was using a virtual private network when making the post, which hides the internet ID of the user.